So guys, there is an update to the story about the TikTok girl that was brutally murdered by certain gunmen at her home in Udu of Delta State on the 11th of February 2024. Sources close to the story have given us the details as to what transpired the day Mary was shot dead. And it turned out that it may have been a case of kidnapping gone wrong too. Now, in our previous video, we mentioned that some people were saying that it had to do with her collecting money for a client. That was what was going around. Although that has not been disputed because it's still there because people are saying so. However, it's been added that on the day that Mary was killed, she had just given a friend a tour of her home. It was also stated that she was also building another house in the next compound next to the house she was currently living at. This girl was balling. This girl was really going on. Her success rate was impeccable. It was said she was working in a new home, and even on that said day, a particular girl, a vendor, someone who does photo frame, came to pay her a visit at her new house and was dropping some of the artwork that she was going to place in the house. So after Mary finished giving one of her male friends a tour of her home, she was seeing the friend off. She was trying to see the friend out because the friend was going. And I'm guessing she made her way to the old house that was in the next compound. Just, they shared the same fence. That was when it was said a group of guys came out of nowhere and tried to kidnap her. They tried to get her into the vehicle. But somehow, some way, it was said she ran into the compound of her old house and locked the gates. But they shot through the gates. She was fired through the gate, and that was where the bullets caught her. The bullet penetrated through the gates, even hitting her vehicle and subsequently hitting her in multiple places in her body. I guess that would explain the fact that she was shot about 7 to 8 times because the people shooting were firing through the gates from the outside. Now, the reason why people are very certain that Enjoyment 75 was being kidnapped or was on the verge of being kidnapped by these so-called people was because after they failed to kidnap her and after she was shot through the gate, they were unable to get inside the gate still because the gate had been locked from inside. So those people went to the compound of her new home that was just at the other side, and that was when they picked up the girl that had come to deliver picture frames for her. The said girl has been named to be Fejiro, and the Fejiro girl is unfortunately the one that was now taken by this said gunmen who killed her. There were people at her old house. A lot of people were in the house when she was shot. They were inside the house, but the gunmen could not go through because she had locked the door and thereby protecting those people inside the house, because who knows how many more people would have been killed if they were able to go through the gates, if they were able to enter through the compound, if she hadn't locked the gates from the inside before they fired her. Who knows? And although she sadly lost her life, she ended up saving the lives of other people who were in her house.